What's up guys, Constech here, back again for another video. And today we'll have a look at an affordable wireless mouse that looks and probably performs just as good as a Logitech G304, the Ajazz i303 Pro wireless gaming mouse. Let's get started. Before everything else, let's quickly unbox this and check out what's inside. So the box comes with a manual, a warranty card, and the mouse itself. Popping out the shell cover, we can see the battery compartment and the wireless dongle stored beside it. Any AA battery can be used to power the mouse. I suggest getting the lightest AA battery you can get to make the mouse as light as possible. The mouse measures 4.6 inches long, 2.4 inches wide, and 1.5 inches tall. It weighs at 75 grams without batteries and the USB dongle, 90 grams using this light AA ever-ready battery, and 99 grams with this high-capacity Energizer alkaline battery. At the bottom, we can see the on and off switch and buttons for changing polling rates and enabling RGB illumination. Also, we can see right here the 5 mouse skates that helps the mouse in gliding smoothly. It's a fairly small mouse and its hump is at the middle. It adapts the popular egg-shaped design seen on most mainstream gaming mice like the Logitech G102, G304, and the Gpro wireless. It's a shape that has become very popular to gamers due to it being very neutral, catering to a wide range of gripping styles. Much like the mice I've mentioned, the Ajazz i303 is a symmetric mouse and favors right-handed users since the side buttons are on the left side. The mouse has excellent build quality. There is no apparent rattling or shaking, and it has a somewhat textured finish, but not as textured as my Logitech G102, which I prefer. Due to its lightweight nature, size, and shape, this mouse is ideal for fingertip and claw grip. Palm grip would work just as fine as long as your hands are not too big. Just for reference, my hand is about 7 inches long and my fingers are almost at the edge of the main buttons when I palm grip the mouse, so keep that in mind. The main buttons use Omron switches rated at 20 million clicks. These switches are commonly found on mainstream gaming mice due to its light and quick actuations. It just doesn't have the advanced button tensioning seen on Logitech G series mice and some other high-end ones. It's not much of an issue since Omron switches are already light and quick as they are. The rubberized scroll wheel has a nice tactile feedback with well-defined steps. It also has decent tension to prevent accidental presses. The side buttons have a slightly mushy feel when pressing but gets the job done nonetheless. I like the low-profile DPI button as it ensures that I won't accidentally press it when using the scroll wheel. By default, it has 7 levels of DPI adjustment, which are quite a lot. Anyway, you can always customize it through the software and disable some of the levels as you see fit. Excluding the buttons underneath the mouse, the Ajazz i303 Pro has 6 programmable buttons which can be customized through the software. For now, have a listen to the clicks. The Ajazz i303 Pro uses the PAW3338 sensor, which appears to have been derived from the PAW3335, which has been known as a great sensor for mid to high-end gaming mice. From my testing and comparison with my G102, I am able to come up with these specs. It has a 125 to 1000 Hz polling rate, DPI range of 100 to 16,000, tracking speed of 300 plus IPS, and 40G acceleration. It has a lift-off distance of 2 mm before the sensor completely loses track. This is especially useful for those that play on very low sensitivity. With all those technical babbles I've mentioned, I can tell this mouse has a very good sensor and has no issues tracking very fast movements. In the line test, we can see that it does not have any angle snapping, and I am not able to sense any mouse jitter over the course of my testing and using it. In this quick swipe test, we can see that it performs on par with my G102, which we already know has a very good sensor. It's really hard to make this mouse lose track. I've been trying my best to swipe fast, but it still manages to keep track of it, which is very nice. If you're a competitive player or coming from a mainstream gaming mice, you'll feel at home with the Ajazz i303 Pro. Plus, it's wireless, so it gives you more freedom in movement and eliminates that annoying cable drag you get from using a wired mouse. Battery life is good for the most part. I've been using this mouse for about a month now using this Energizer alkaline battery, and it's still at 70%. Note that I disabled the RGB lights because enabling it will greatly impact battery life. I have not tried fully draining a brand new battery while the RGB lights are on, but I managed to find out that this mouse has a battery saving feature. It turns off automatically after a few minutes of inactivity. Also, the RGB lights will automatically turn off once the sensor detects movement. Unfortunately, that function cannot be disabled. So I guess the RGB lights are just there for show when the mouse is not moving. Ha! So how does the Ajazz i303 Pro perform? I'd say it exceeded my expectations. I came to love this mouse and it has easily replaced my G102 as my main mouse. It has a familiar shape and feel, performs great, and just as good as my Logitech G102. It's not as light though, but it can be close to its weight as long as I use a lighter battery. Gaming had become much enjoyable for me as I am not tied down with wires and it really performs just as good as a wired gaming mouse. Also, I really like that this mouse has a responsive software for customizing. I can go as low as 100 dpi all the way to 16,000 at 100 increments. RGB customization is a true 16 million colors, and the 6 programmable buttons can be customized to my liking with keybinds and macros. I just had some minor complaints like the mouse texture. I really prefer a powdery textured finish similar to my G102, and the software is kinda difficult to download from the website because it's in Chinese. To save you guys the trouble, I've included the link to the software in the description. I was a bit skeptical when I saw this one in Lazada because it's only a few hundred pesos more expensive than the G102. And it's wireless. I mean, let's admit it. These days, if you want a good wireless mouse for competitive gaming, you'll expect to shell out at least 2,000 pesos for a Logitech G304. The G304 has been the most affordable wireless gaming mouse for competitive gaming until this mouse came into the market, and I can say with confidence that it can directly compete with it. It's a much cheaper alternative. Sure, Logitech's Hero sensor is still the best, but for a competitive gamer, the Ajazz i303 Pro sensor should be enough to keep up with fast movements. Overall, I am very satisfied with the Ajazz i303 Pro and would recommend it to anyone looking for an affordable wireless mouse for competitive gaming. It has a neutral shape that would suit most gripping styles, very good sensor, and a wide range of customizations offered by its software. That's it for this video. Like, dislike, comment down if you have questions or anything to say, get subscribed so you don't miss out on my next uploads, and as always, thanks for watching and see you guys soon.